The family that prays together stays together. Welcome to today's doctrinal reflection on the candle of peace during Advent. My name is Seminarian Douglas Wafula from the Catholic Diocese of Bungoma in St. Thomas Aquinas Seminary. Advent, as we all know, is a season of expectation, a season of preparation for the celebration of Christ's birth. Now, let us go back to the book of the Acts of the Apostles in chapter 1, verse 6. During the day of ascension of Christ, the disciples were gathered together. As Christ was taken up in the clouds, they remained there, they waited. Maybe they thought that Christ is coming back very soon. But the angel appeared to them and assured them, "What are you waiting for?" But the angel told them that the way you have seen him go up is the same way he will come down. And dear brothers and sisters, there is where we trace the beginnings of the period of Advent in the church, because now Christians were prepared and they stayed always looking forward for the second coming of Christ. But now today, as we look at the period of Advent in the church, it is composed of 4 weeks. These 4 weeks are further divided into 2, such that we have the first 2 weeks, then the second 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks, we look forward for the second coming of Christ. Then the last 2 weeks, we look forward for the birth of Christ. Now, let us look at what we are celebrating today, the candle of peace, because each and every week is assigned to a particular kind of candle, and it has several virtues. The first virtue is the virtue of hope, because the Christians had hope that Christ will be coming back. The second one, which we have today, is the virtue of peace, staying always in brotherhood and sisterhood, waiting for the coming of Christ. Then we have the virtue of joy, such that we are always happy, waiting for the coming of Christ. And lastly, love, the incarnate word of God. Christ himself is now the love that the world gets. And dear brothers and sisters, it is very lucky today that as we also celebrate the candle of peace during this season of Advent, it is also connected to the celebration of the feast of the Immaculate Conception of Mary. Brothers and sisters, whoever has hope, whoever has peace, whoever has joy, and whoever has love is always anticipating for the coming of Christ. And that is what Mother Mary had when she was anticipating the coming of Christ through vaginal birth. Dear brothers and sisters, in the New Testament, why do we value the term peace in the Christian life? Peace is a sense of tranquility. Peace is a sense of being at that particular place or a particular season whereby you are ready to receive Christ with all your heart. In the New Testament, Christ uses the word peace so many times. Look at the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verses 27, whereby Christ is telling his disciples, "I give you my peace, not as the world gives, but do not let your hearts be troubled, or do not be afraid because of lack of peace." It is a call to me today and a call to you today, that peace is essential in our lives as Christians. Dear brothers and sisters, as we also continue contemplating about this day or this candle of peace, let us look at the various ways in which Mother Mary has shown us peace in the life of Christ. Look at the conception of Mother Mary. The years that we have, the Immaculate Conception of Mary, because it's the same day. The years that she gave to the angel Gabriel upon receiving the news that she will be conceiving the Son of God. The years that she took to carry the Son of God as the first instrument to bring him to the world. It shows us that Mother Mary is also an instrument of peace, because she accepted to carry peace. And if Mother Mary did not have peace in her heart, possibly she will not be able to carry the peace which is Christ, who came and to redeem us. Dear brothers and sisters, let us look at the biblical idea of peace, because it comes back from even the Old Testament. Keenly looking at the name of King Solomon. In Hebrew, King Solomon means peace. Peace meaning that Israel will be a monarchy of peace. A peaceful country is a peaceful country that also advocates for development. Allow me to quote the saintly Pope John the 23rd, who put it very clearly that peace is another name for development. Imagine, brothers and sisters, a world where there is no peace. There can't be any development. A world where there is no peace. There can't be any help. A world where there's no peace. There can't be any brotherhood. There can't be any church. Because without peace in the common life of a Christian, there is nothing important that I and you can do. So today, dear brothers and sisters, as we contemplate about, or as we anticipate the day of Christmas, let us put our hearts at peace. Let us leave things that are necessary to our hearts. Let us not attach ourselves to things that will not bring us peace. Because this King of peace, because Christ himself is the King of peace, let him come and find his monarchy, our kingdom, the kingdom of Christianhood, full of peace. Because I don't believe that Christ will be happy if he finds me and you fighting. I don't believe if Christ will be happy if he finds me and you unsettled in the community. I don't believe Christ will be happy when he's born today and finds that brother is against the sister, a father is against a mother, and parents are against children. As we also look at Mother Mary, because in one of the litanies of Mother Mary, we term her as the Queen of Peace. If truly we love Mother Mary, let us embrace her life, because looking keenly at the life of Mother Mary, it simply shows us how a peaceful Christian can stay, full of prayer, full of joy, full of visiting those whom he fellowships with, full of being together with others. Because in communion, in communities that are full of peace, truly, we cannot forge or we cannot force anything that cannot happen in the name of Christ. So today, let us believe that if we have peace, we shall have development. If we have peace, we are going to welcome Christ well. If we have peace, every and each detail in our life will be okay. Because truly, a world at prayer is a world at peace. And a family that prays together is a family that stays together. God bless you.